What's going on? Hotheads, Joe the Hut from Joba's Palace. Whoa. Here with another action figure stream for you. How's everybody doing? What's going on? If you have not been here before, this is the way that this show works. There are over 600 items listed in the store in both the auction and buy it now section. So make sure that you click on the store icon, check both of those tabs, give it a scroll through, see if there's anything that you guys are interested in. Throw that in the chat. Let me know. Most of the prices that are listed are very much placeholder prices, guys. So feel free to toss me an offer on anything. The worst thing that can happen is I'll say no. We always do the best deals on multiple items. So make sure that you guys are being active in the chat and asking me for things. The show is run based upon your request, all right? I will continue to do sweeps of the room and show you guys some of the featured items that we have available, but always be active in the chat. Let me know what you're interested in. Use the store. There are very nice detailed listings with good pictures and everything of most of the items that we have available. So let me know that, guys. All right, so stay active. All right, I'm going to give you guys a sweep of the room to show you some of the items we have on display. We have a Revenge of the Jedi Vader. We have a Cassian Andor and B2 Emo set. We have Micro Galaxy blind boxes. We have Vintage Collection Emperor's Throne Room down there. This is a Darth Maul. If you're after Darth Maul, that is the Archive Maul. That's basically the best Maul. This is a Shin Hati. She is brand new. This is our last Christmas figure. We have a Jawa with the Salacious Crumb. These are newer Vintage Collection figures. R5D4 is the newest of the two. We did restock Sabine Wren. There are some more deluxe Vintage Collection figures over there. There's a Interrogation Room Joker down here. There's a N1 Starfighter over there. There is a Mjolnir, role-play Mjolnir, Thor's Axe. There's a Fortnite Motorboat for your G.I. Joe classified figures. They will scale to that. I'll show you guys in a minute. These are some TMNT Shredder clones, the multicolor pack. That is a Hot Wheels San Diego Comic-Con exclusive ATST with Chewbacca. There are various other Black Series back here. There's some OG boxes over there. Here's some more Black Series on this shelf. This is the newest Obi-Wan. That is the Jedi Legend Obi-Wan. And then I'll just continue to sweep and show you guys. We got Shock clones. We got the Lux figures. We got Chopper. We got Darth Malgus. We have Malik. We have Hera. We have Black Chrysanthemum. We have the 13th Battalion. We got Cad Bane up here. A couple more options. We do have the Micro Galaxy Battle of... why am I blanking? I'm an idiot. Can't read it. Yeah, Battle over Coruscant. That's one of the best beginnings to a movie. The beginning of Revenge of the Sith, Battle over Coruscant. And then we also have the Hot Wheels Razor Crest. And then there's some more items over there on the right side of that shelf. A couple more Star Wars items over here. We got the Obi-Wan Kenobi Force Spirit, a Poe, a Galen, all that stuff. There are some TMNT movie sets down here if you need either of the Turtle 4-packs from the second or third movies. Those are available. This is a sealed SNES Classic that has not been opened, so that is brand new. We have Jada Toy Street Fighter. So we have Fei Long, Chun-Li, Ryu. We also have a new Ryu coming in, and we have the Dark Ryu as well. So we'll have the gray suit Ryu. We have the Dark Ryu. We have the classic Ryu right there. So if you guys are getting into that Jada Toy Street Fighter line, those are available. Then this is just TMNT, random TMNT items. These are retro re-releases. They are not OGs. Over here we have Predators. We have a bunch of options on Predators. We have Universal Monsters if you're looking for horror stuff. Elvira. There's a scary Christmas Elvira over here if you're after her. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And then up here, it's pretty miscellaneous. There's a Bray Wyatt over there. There's some Gremlins items. There's some D&D. There's a Scare Glow. We have both versions of Alf that have been released from NECA. And then over here, we have some carded Marvel, including all three No Way Home Spider-Man. Those are all in stock. And then various other items down here. Some Mega Figs at the bottom. More TVC sets. All that. I can go through the carded stuff if people are interested in that. There's a Ghost Rider over there. This is the new Black Panther. That is from the Void Wave. So that is the newest Black Panther. I do not have a yellow Daredevil. Sorry about that. This is a Marvel Legends Doc Ock from No Way Home. He is brand new deluxe figure. I'll get into the G.I. Joe stuff in a moment. There's various other Legends behind that. These are mostly exclusives over here. We have the Marvel Knights Wave as well. We have Avengers 60th items. We have Blade, all that stuff. This is VHS X-Men. If anybody's after some X-Men, we have VHS X-Men over there. We also have Magneto and Wolverine on card. This is some stuff from earlier this year. And then we have some Spidey sets and some other deluxe sets over there. There's a year 2 Batman up there. There's a animated series light up Batman over there. Then we can get into some of the stuff over here. That has 4 different Batman figures from McFarlane. There's a Megazord there, and then getting into the G.I. Joe stuff after this. This is the Doomsday and Superman set. Then we have Snow Job, Crimson Alley Viper, some Dreadnoks. We have both of the new Walmart exclusives. So we have Shadow Tracker and Wolf Spider available. We have Tiger Force Flint. And then we got Nunchuck over here. This is brand new. This is our first time having this on stream. This is the deluxe Mutt and Junkyard set. If anybody's after that, let me know. We have Serpentor in stock. And then there's just various other G.I. Joes on these shelves. So if you're looking to get into classifieds or if there's figures you're missing from your collection, shout it out and let me know. There's a Snow Serpent over here. There's a Baroness with Coil. We got the multi-pack from Mutant Mayhem if anybody needs those figures. That's the Televiper with the Trouble Bubble. This is Super 7 G.I. Joe over here. So we do have Cobra Commander in stock and a couple other options for Super 7s. And then for the HasLab, we have the HasLab Hiss Tank. If anybody's after a HasLab Hiss Tank, that is over there. We got the NECA Party Wagon. We got a Big Mikey. And we got the NECA accessory set over there as well. So that's an overview of what we have on display in the room at the moment. If anybody has any requests, please put in the chat and let me know. Like I said, use the store to your advantage. That stuff is all listed for you guys to scroll through and see the items we have available and then just try to make deals on them. Basically, just throw an offer at me. Whatever you guys want to do, we'll figure it out. I'll try to make it work the best for both of us. How much for the Clone Shock Trooper? The Clone Shock Trooper is $35, Aaron. $35. $35 on his own. The box is not perfect. It has a little bit of a ding there. I don't know if you're an inbox collector or not. $35 on his own. Okay. You saw the condition on that box, right? Okay, cool. Just making sure. Let me open this up. Okay, one second. Let me get a different listing for you. Yeah, I don't need to list this. All right. I just got to redo my listing. One second. Shark. All right, there you go. It's right there, pinned. I do not have 10. I need to edit the quantity on that. I had to morph another listing just because stupid app is still so buggy. All right, I think we have one more of those. I'm just going to decrease it to 1. All right, thank you, Aaron. If you decide you want anything else and you want to combine shipping, let me know. Combo deal is still active, so just let me know and I'll give you a discount on the next item you pick out. All right, this is going into the sold pile. We're also going to be reviewing some figures tonight, guys, so stick around. You'll see some reviews of some figures. If anybody else has any other requests, please put it in the chat and let me know. We got 10 people in here, so if anybody has any requests, let me know, guys. Let me put our little message up, too, so that people know the deal. And just a reminder, even if you're not here to buy stuff, guys, we're going to review a couple different figures later, including that Marvel Legends Doc Ock. So if you haven't seen a review of him yet and you're on the fence about him, any Fets or other Mandos, I could definitely dig out a Fet for you. Let's see. What we got? There's a Bo-Katan right here. Let me get my bin. I'll show you. I'll bring you a Boba Fett. So I have a deluxe Boba Fett that I can show you. What up, Avi? What's going on? Avi, we're going to review your figures tonight, and then I'll get them out tomorrow. Let's see. Any Boba Fett's in here? Here's a Boba Fett. This is a throne room Boba Fett. I know. I've been working on this computer all week, so I kind of kept putting off the streams just to get that done. But it's rocking and rolling and ready to go now. I'm not ready to do the stream with the computer yet. I could, but there's like a certain way that I want to do it. But he's over there. He's over there. He's running. There's already figures knocked over on top of him. Here's my Darth Vader keyboard. I do not have any Grievuses in stock at the moment, Tony. I can get you a battle damaged one if you want that one. Actually, just confirm which one you would like. And I'll try to track one down for you. All right, we got 2 options on Darth Maul. This is the old Master. That is the newest one. And then this is the Robo Legs Clone Wars version. Clone Wars Maul. And then the Archive Maul is the OG. He's a little pricier than the other 2. The Robo Legs Maul, not the one that I'm showing right now, the one in the corner, the green, the orange one, the yellow one. That one is $35. This Maul is $60. The one that I'm holding right here. But the other one is 35. If you're looking at more than one item, though, I always do better deals on multiple. So just let me know. But yeah, that mole is very sought after now. They haven't released that in a long time. Even that archive was the re-release, and that was a long time ago. Do I have anything else that's not on display out here? We have a Dark Trooper. Malguy. Rift of the Mal guy. How much for Cal Kestis? 1 second. I have not looked him up in a minute. ACT. Oh, I clicked on the deluxe one. Sorry. No survivors. Normal asking price on Cal would be 40 because you can't really get them at retail anywhere right now. You did already buy something, Aaron, so you're entitled to a discount. So I will run him for 35 as part of your bundle deal if you want him at 35. But the normal asking price for him on his own is 40. Let me know if that's in your range at all. That way you can stack the shipping and all that. Anything new? Well, you got the Doc Ock. I got one for you. I got a good one for you. Along with the other new G.I. Joe classifieds that I do not think that you've picked up yet, we did get Mutt and Junkyard in stock. There's the doggo. And there's Tom Selleck. So that is brand new tonight. And then just a reminder that we do have Wolf Spider that we got in stock last week that is not sold yet. And then we have Shadow Tracker as well. So if there's a type of combo deal to be had, those will be good combos. And we can review them tonight. Anything you pick out, I'll add to our reviews tonight. Trying to think. You have the Doc Ock already. I did get the... Yeah, we always do combo deals, Prof. We've been doing that. I mean, I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not. You did not pick up Shadow Tracker yet. No, you skipped him. This is Black Panther. That is new. That is from the Void Wave. We have the Groot with Wings. I restocked that one over there. Yeah. So the Mutton Junkyard, did I list them yet? Hold on. Just got my Shockwave and Gang from the 23rd today. Oh, because of the... Yeah, you're tonight. What we're reviewing tonight, Avi, is Nunchuck, Doc Ock, Morgan Elsbeth, and the HK droid in TVC. Those two are TVC. So you grabbed Nunchuck as part of your combo deal last week with the other two, and then we did Doc Ock. And then I guess you punted Shadow Tracker. So if you wanted to do some combination of those, blah, 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 blah. But we do need a little more beef behind these reviews tonight. So if you want to throw something in there. Let's see your newest. I'll give you prices on those. Did I list Mutton Junkyard yet? I might have only listed it on another website that we don't talk about. Oh, this is sold out. Hold on. These two guys are sold out. I'm not allowed to say the name. I don't dare say the name. I gotta tell you, hasn't been so evil for me lately. I'll tell you that much. The holidays were very good on other website that we don't talk about. No, I'm in New York. Probably our best period since we started doing it. We've only been doing that one for a couple months. I like put off doing that one for a while, but at some point you just gotta use it. If you don't use it, you lose it. I got you, Prof. Sorry, I cannot read context at all. I can't read. Period. Man, we ain't found shit. You want to look at the PC? Look, I can use the Vogue mic. Ooh. Ooh. This mic that my buddy gave me like 2 years ago for Christmas that I haven't been able to use until right now. The Razer Keo is over here, but whatever. The Padme phone is actually the CPU of my new computer. That's what's running that whole rig. It is a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of wanting to fuck 8-year-old kid named Anakin horsepower. That's what that is. Ridiculous look at Anakin, who is 8 years old, horsepower energy from Padme. That was a Star Wars reference. Yeah, so basically what I wanted to do, I mean, we've done this in the past. I guess either I was using a free trial for the app or I don't know. I don't even know if it would look good. Because I'm trying to upgrade the quality overall. I like how I can see my audio levels in the corner over here. I can literally track my audio levels right now. But also that mic is further away from me, so I feel like I'm back in college because that's what I used to do. Because when we do the streams when we do the review later, I'm just gonna record a local record of doing it. So doing it and doing it and doing it, and hopefully that'll be better quality for when we upload. I did what I think that I'm gonna do, and I already kind of posted a video about it because I did a test run earlier. I think that I'm gonna do a playthrough of all the Halos, along with playing some Halo multiplayer on the side, because I've never. I mean, I've played it like, go to your buddy's house and play it and stuff, but I've never sat down and played all the Halos. So I bought PC Game Pass because I've never owned an Xbox. So I want to play a lot of those exclusives. So I'm going to play through a lot of the Halos and stream that. So there's already a 20-minute video of me playing some Halo multiplayer. Terrible gameplay from me, but it's just kind of like a test for the setup. So you can see how that's going to work. I was able to blur the background. I mean, now that the room looks good, but the room was fucking trash the other day when I was streaming. But yeah, so basically what I wanted to do, well, first I want to know if I'll get in trouble for streaming, having a stream of a game while I'm on whatnot, because I can run everything through OBS right now. I just need, I mean, what I really need is I need either another better camera so we could do multicam for that, or just an extension for my Razer Keo camera. But I also don't think that this camera is even as good as like my iPad. So I need to be able to like stream from my iPad. It's just easier to use that. That can be one of the screens. Then have my Keo camera as a second one, and then I can drop whatever input in to OBS, and that can be part of the stream. But also, there's only limited space because it's pretty much geared towards mobile. So it's just 16 by 9. So that's a whole thing. That's why I didn't do it tonight, because I was like trying to mess around and figure out the best way to do it. And I mean, I can switch over. Like, if we're just going to dick around and do whatever, I can switch over and we could try it. I also don't know if I'll get in trouble for streaming Halo. But what I'll probably do is I'll probably do that as a separate thing. I'll probably do like, all right, we're going to play some Halo and then just have that stream to YouTube and Twitch, not even on here. The other thing that I kind of wanted to do is, if we end up doing it on Whatnot, is getting some Halo figures like in stock. Like they have who is it? Jada Toys, I think, has the 3 3/4 inch line. So I might grab some of those, throw those into stock just to have, a little synergy, a little synergy with that. So I'm my wheels are turning. What I'm thinking is that to start the new year, that I'll switch over to streaming on PC for the new year. So it'll basically be like our New Year's Day stream. But I also need to figure that out either early tomorrow or during New Year's Day or something like that. I just need a little extra time. I was building the computer all week, so now it's just a matter of like, okay, what is my streaming capability? How do I do this? And all that stuff. But yeah, this year I have the computer for it, so we're gonna definitely be pumping out more content in general. Just a matter of if it's on here or direct to YouTube and Twitch and all that stuff. So that's the plan. What I really need is I need a high quality way to cast my iPad to OBS so that I don't lose any of the quality. Because then if I can just get that running at good quality, and then just even if I just do the vocal record of it, then I can chop it up and put it on the YouTube later. But we'll see. All right, I don't want it to get too late before we do reviews. Yeah. I mean, I would, if you need advice, I mean, I've done it now. So, you don't have to go crazy on the CPU. You definitely need a GPU to play games, because my i5 that I bought, it's a 12th gen. It had onboard graphics, but when I played Halo, there was literally just like fucking artifacting all over the place. So I literally couldn't even play it. But I was waiting for my GPU to come in. It was like earlier in the day, and then later on in the day is when my GPU came in. So then once I installed the GPU, we were good to go. It is kind of sad that it's tucked in the corner over there, because it is a really cool looking thing. Why are people doing i5 for gaming station? Okay, so basically this build started, Prof. First of all, don't be a PC master race guy about it, all right? Relax. The build started as the only thing that I wanted to do was be able to do our streams, and do a local record at the same time. So literally, I was like, I'm gonna probably try to spend like $500 to $600 on this thing. Then it was like, all right, well, one of your Christmas gifts is gonna be your motherboard, right? And then another one of your Christmas gifts is gonna be your computer case, right? So that's like $300 to $400 right there. So then I just like kept an eye on sales, and we were doing good sales wise and everything while I was in the middle of the building the computer, so I had money to do it. So this build ended up being like double. So basically like $1,200 fucking build instead. But what I started with is On Cyber Monday, I bought an i5 12th gen 12600K that has onboard graphics. Now, all of the YouTube videos that I watched were like, this thing's a fucking beast for what it is. Like, basically, you can do whatever you want with it. You're just not gonna like be able to like crack into like crazy high end shit, which is totally fine because this is literally like the first PC that I've ever built. It doesn't need to be amazing. So, I mean, from what I can tell right now, everything is good. But I also got a motherboard that supports DDR5 RAM, so that I'm future proof there. My motherboard, my RAM, my power supply can go 850 watts if I need it. I do not need that, but it is what it is. That once again future proofed. And then I got an RX 6700 XT GPU, which people were paying like $600 for during the fucking pandemic. I know everything was expensive. So literally everything is like right in that middle tier of being able to have a decent computer that can do shit, but it's not like an amazing fucking thing. But keep in mind, I did spend $1,200 on it. Now, will I eventually upgrade the CPU? Yeah, sure. Why not? CPU and GPU. I wasn't even planning on originally getting a fucking GPU. What the? Okay, so i5 7 i9 is the tiers for that year, like that generation. So do you know what generation it is? Because like 12th gen is 2 generations ago. So like the current gen is 14th gen. So I'm only 2 generations behind on the CPU. But like today, the like this year's i5, because they all have more cores and all this shit. I'm not pretending to be an expert. This is just the things that I picked up along the way of building a computer. So anything I say could be completely fucking wrong. But like they add more cores to the CPUs as they go along and get older. But the i5 today is better than the i9 from 2 generations ago. So like even though you have an i9, like how long ago did you buy it? That's the biggest question. Actually, that won't even answer our question because it could have been a previous gen 6 years ago. Yeah, so it's not gonna be able to do anything. anything. 6 years ago would have been probably 10th. No, maybe 9th or 10th gen. Let's say 10th gen. So you're 4 to 5 generations behind. Yeah, and now, yeah, and you were using DDR4 probably when DDR4 first came out, and now DDR5 is the RAM that's just hitting. It started hitting like within the last year and a half. It's just more expensive. Everything is more expensive now. Like the process of building everything. Like I made the decision. I could have went with DDR4, but I made the decision to future proof a little bit and get myself on DDR5 now. So the motherboard supported it, and that was fine because it was a Christmas gift anyway. But the fact that I did the DDR5 made my RAM like triple the price of what it would have been if it was DDR4. Like DDR4 is not expensive anymore. Yeah, I have an Asus. Z790P. That is the one. Yeah, and it has Wi-Fi. I haven't plugged into Ethernet, but it has Wi-Fi if I need it. And now we're just talking about my computer because everything about the past 2 weeks has been about my computer, except for the Christmas parts. Literally, the last week I've just been like building this fucking thing. I want to run a fucking Ethernet cord to my PS5. Just I don't want to run an Ethernet cord across the whole goddamn apartment. The funny thing is that it starts in the closet. I should have just said something to the guy when he installed it and just been like, well, can we run two? Like one this way and one that way? Like, that's awesome, Prof. Yeah, I mean, listen, if I could fucking get in here and start drilling holes and doing what I wanted, then I would definitely do that. I'd run fucking Ethernet all over this goddamn place. Like, Wi-Fi is not bad, but the reason that I want Ethernet right now is that I just got a PS Portal. So I want my PS5 to be running on Ethernet so that part of, because you're stacking two connections on top of each other when you try to stream this thing. Because when I'm streaming, if my PS5 is running on Wi-Fi and then my PS Portal is also running on that Wi-Fi and it's casting between them, that's when we start getting disconnects and stuff. If my PS5 was on Ethernet and I didn't have to worry about that being on Wi-Fi, then the PS Portal on the Wi-Fi by itself will be perfectly fine. It was working the other day, but I did get disconnected twice. So, I mean, and now I'm gonna play all these fucking games on my PC anyway. So it is what it is. I need to finish Spider-Man at some point, but the fact that should have been a holiday thing, but literally, I've just been living and breathing this fucking computer this whole time. So I use Unify Network products. They are awesome. Is that the name of the company or the type of product? I use Neutrogena. Name of the company. Okay, cool. I'll look into it. Unify Ethernet. Ubiquity, is that what it is? Okay. Look at the big brain on Brad. All right. If anybody else has any requests, let me know. By how about this? If we don't have any requests by 12:30, which is in 8 minutes, maybe a little bit longer than that. Whatever. I'm going to play it by ear, but we are going to transition into review mode at some point. How much for Malgus? The grift of the Mal guy. We had about like 50. 45 for Malgus. On his own, 45. If there's anything else you're interested in, I always do better deals on multiples. So if you want me to run a Malgus for 45, let me know. He does have great kick. He's a big bopper. Let's take a look at him. This is Malgy baby. I have this guy. I have this unpainted Orc Big Mac artist proof. There's a couple more unpainted ones around here somewhere, but I don't have them handy. This is just a Mega Figz, and it went in the Mega Figz section. So if you're interested in that, let me know, Blink. You can paint it yourself and everything. I don't have any painted ones. The only ones that I bought were the unpainted ones to give people the options for customs and stuff like that, or if I decide to do a custom. I know people were popping his arms off and putting them with like Cosmic Legions figures and shit like that. What did you say? You think he's bigger than you really? Let's see. Who do we review? Trying to think of who we reviewed. I would say that Malgus is probably the best Black Series of the year. I think I would agree with that. I would only be based on the things that I open for reviews. So yeah, we're pre-release on that. The Glavis Ringworld one, right, Prof? I mean, technically, Shin, Star Killer is up there too, because Star Killer is Star Killer is going to be out officially on January 2nd. But we did get a Star Killer released this year, so as far as a need in everybody's collections, that definitely ranks up there. I have not opened and reviewed a Star Killer, so I cannot speak to how good the figure actually is from a functional perspective, but it definitely was much needed. And yeah, Balin. But are we calling that wave? Because the release date for that wave is January 2nd. So are we calling that wave this year because people have it this year? I don't think so. I think we have to consider it a 2024 wave and roll that over. I mean, we've had Shin for 2 weeks. And people have been finding everybody else at Walmart. So what can we say? I don't know. I mean, I personally don't have a Balin yet, and I had a Star Killer in my hand, but they wouldn't sell it to me. So we have to wait for January 2nd. I don't know. It's on the fence. Definitely on the fence. Yeah, well, that's why I was grabbing, and that's what I was telling people when we had them in stock. We actually sold out on them now, but when we had them in stock, I was telling people, like, if you want to do light side and dark side and get the extra effects, then I would just go for the deluxe set. You can just sell the fucking stormtroopers. I mean, I don't know how much people are gonna want for those stormtroopers, but if you're gonna open it, or you leave that one sealed, you get the other one. Just got Cad Bane TVC. It's impressive what they are doing with TVC. Cad Bane. Isn't that an older TVC? Hold on. Yeah, it's an older one, right? Oh, sorry. No, you're right. My bad. Cad Bane. I was thinking that we were still talking about Sith Lords. Yeah, TVC is the shit. The R5D4 is the newest TVC. Avi already has that one. Somehow they have. If I had anywhere to display it, Avi, I would. I will. I'm not worried about that. I mean, it's chilling there. But if somebody wants to buy it, they'll buy it. If it sells, then I'll restock it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not worried about it. What did monkey say? Monkey see, monkey do. Make the noise. I got this OG. Actually, let's go with this one. I think the electronics work on this. I don't even have to make the noises with this Power of the Force one. This was me playing Shadows of the Empire the other day. There you go. There's your noises. Show the Joes. Okay, so let me get my little friend in here. Oh, it's dead. So the newest Joes are Wolf Spider and Shadow Tracker. And also Nunchuck is very new. Along with the Crimson Alley Viper and some Dreadnoks. The absolute newest item that I have, this is the first stream we have it on, is the Mutt and Junkyard 2-pack. Other than that, I'll give you a sweep of everything else. We got Snowboy. We got Snowboy. We got Trouble Bubble. What up, Sith? We got Baroness. We got the Super 7 Joes over there. And then various other... There is no Range Viper in stock. Monkey. I do not have a Range Viper at this time. We are sold out on Range Vipers. Do you mean the Crimson Boy? Alley Viper? This is Wolf Spider, and that's Shadow Tracker. Let me know, Monkey, if you need any other prices for anything else. There you go. Put you right there. You can pretty much see everything new. Actually, that's it the other night. How many Carl Murray fawn for the Mutt and Junkyard? That's what I was going to look up. Hold on. I had it posted on the other site. I guess I just didn't post it on here for some reason. I don't know why. I think I just got distracted. Okay, I see. So the solo asking price on the Mutton Junkyard is 100. But obviously, if you're going to get anything else, or if make me an offer or anything, but that's like kind of what we're trying to get out of them. You know, I have it listed higher in other places, so that is a discount of some kind. But say we're starting at 100 as far as negotiating goes, and then for the tracker, yeah, I got you. All good. Newest. And then the wolf spider and the tracker. I mean, you probably were only asking about wolf spider. I have wolf spider list. Shadow tracker. I have shadow tracker listed, just listed at 60. If that was at 160, I would do 15 off of that and do 145 for. No, make it 140. I'll do. Hold on. 15. I'll do 20 off of those two. So 140 for a shadow tracker and a mutt and junkyard. And we would review those tonight as well. So that's also part of it. But whatever you want to do, we can always review them next week if you decide to grab them. I have the head. Good place to start. Very cool head. This is definitely Phage's head, by the way. Like that's got to be Phage. What else would it be? I guess it could be Scream's base, but I think it's Phage. Because Phage had that same like type of mouth. You got a pretty mouth, Phage. I have the Black Panther in stock as well. If anybody is after Void Wave, the only Void Wave that I've left is Black Panther. I'm restocking Vision, but this is the Build-A-Figure piece that comes with Vision. Yeah, if I had access to my Phage, I would compare it. But his head seems to be the same exact shape. Like, what else could it possibly be? Black Panther. Ooh, the Black Panther. Black Panther doesn't come with anything. He is a Build-A-Figure-less release, but he also is dope as fuck. There's only one way to find out. I just love his claws and shit. Cool. I'm gonna point us at Marvel since we're talking about Marvel anyway. Hey man, it's the Black Panther. It's me, the Black Panther. I'm off to go catch the Winter Soldier. No Build-A-Figure piece, so I can't get a discount on that. I will say 45 as a base price. I know. I will say 45 as a base price. Let me redo your pile just in case. I'll give you all variations of your pile. How about this? So obviously, if it was just Black Panther and the Mutton Junkyard together, you'd be at 145. I would do 10 off of that pairing, just because we're not charging as much for the other one. So you would be at 135 if you wanted Mutt, Junkyard, and Black Panther. The other one you already had the price on. I don't remember what it was, but whatever. We can figure that out later. If you decided that you wanted to do Shadow Tracker, we have at 60. Mutton Junkyard, we have at 100. And Black Panther, we have at 45. You're at 205. I would do 25 off of that, and you get all three for 180. I think that makes sense tier wise because it was the more expensive duo was 20 off, the less expensive duo was 15 off, and the trio was 25 off. That's what it was. So from a discount perspective, that all makes sense. But whatever you want to do. Or if you just want Black Panther on his own, 45. I'm also gonna DM you, Avi. I mean, well, if this helps, I mean, the Shadow Tracker is probably the hardest one to get of the three. But I also only have one Black Panther. I have two Shadow Trackers. I have two Mutton Junkyards. So the Black Panther would be the one that could potentially sell out. But I also could restock it easier. So, whatever. I'm gonna take a piss. You guys mull that over. If anybody else has any other requests, throw it in the chat and let me know. Once we get this settled, I'll probably transition into review mode. So we'll probably be starting reviews around 1 a.m., which is in 18 minutes. Send you some DMs, Avi, to make your life easier with the breakdown of prices and stuff. All right. You want to look at the doggy? Let me fix the audio here. Mutt, Junkyard, and Tracker Bundle. Okay. Mutt, Junkyard, and Tracker Bundle. Let's see. I have Tracker. I don't even remember what I said. It was 160, and then I said I would give 25 off of that, right? So it would be 135. Okay. Yeah, and that's another reason why I wanted to get it resolved tonight, because it's just better if we review them with everything. All right, so I'm going to edit the shadow tracker listing. Plus Mutts slash jump. Do this. I'm going to change this to 135 now. Give me a boost anyway. All right, this is that bundle. So grab that, and then I'm going to change this listing back to the way we had it. Barking all the way. And then after this, we're gonna transition into reviews. Let me just pick the worst boxes. Okay, that's done. Let me change my listing back. Thank you, Avi. All right, save that. And then give me this. Give me store. Oops. Okay, you know what? Just delist it. Let's see, sold. Oh, and I forgot something about that chalk one. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't say pending purchase or anything. It should have gone through. It works. It works. There you go. I mean, if you want to, whatever, that's good. That's enough stuff to review tonight. And then what else? What was I doing? Oh, I was removing the. Listen, I could just choose anything and then re-add. Right. There we go. All right. Let me just look and see. All right. So this is the one we're reviewing, and then I don't think the spirit tracker mattered, but I'll take a look. Either of these and have any nicks? That one's got that. Okay. Oh, this one's got a big nick in the bottom left corner, though. The other one you would barely notice. All right, and then this one. All right, we have a bunch of stuff to review now, so let's transition to review. If anybody has, what book of Boba Fett Figz you got? We have Black Chrysanthemum. And we have a Throne Room Boba Fett. How much for Boba? Boba is $35. He is a deluxe. So he's $35. That is basically retail for him. So if you're interested in him at $35, let me know. If there's anything else, we always do better deals on multiples. So let me know that as well. And I can put a combo deal for you together. But if you want to grab Boba on his own, I can set him up at $35 for you. We're start getting us set up for review. I'm gonna grab all these figures. This is a Fortnite motorboat. G.I. Joe figures will fit in there. It is 6-inch scale. That is why we have it. The Fortnite motorboat. Let me remind myself what I paid for it. The Fortnite Motorboat. Murder boat. But that was the original price on this fucking thing. All right. I mean, I did not pay full retail, which I believe the original full retail was 80. So I'll knock it down to 50 if you want it for 50. Yeah, just because you already bought stuff, but I think the retail was 80. If you want to, I'll run it for 50. Let me know, or make me an offer. My girl's calling. Fortnite Motorboat MSRP. Here we go. Yeah, the original retail was 77. That's what it was. Which I didn't pay 77. So that means it was basically 85. Divided by 2. How about I'll do this. It was originally retailing for 87. I'll do it for 43. That is 50% off of original retail. There you go. Instead of doing 50, because then that'll be part of your combo deal. If you want it, whatever. We could always do it another time. We have plenty of stuff to review anyway. It's good for if you have dreadnoughts or Joe's fighting dreadnoughts, anything that a motorboat would be good for. You could slap some Cobra stickers on it. You got his tank Cobra stickers. You could slap those on it. You could paint it. You could do a million things with it. Yeah, it's all good, Avi. You could put it in the future anyway. Use it as a combo deal for like next week or something. You got so much stuff coming in anyway. It's all good. All right. Somebody asked about that Book of Boba Fett stuff. Let me know if you want me to run that Boba Fett for 35. I can do that. Otherwise, I'm gonna start setting us up for review, guys. Avi, don't get distracted. Fucking display cables. Let's whip this place into shape. Just prepping the review area, guys. So if anybody has any questions, let me know. There's Jet. Oh, Java's hat fell off. Where'd his hat go? There's his hat. He almost lost his hat. Oh, I need my little Joe too. Move this back. First thing first. Need OBS. Need this scene. Record YouTube. Window capture. Give me Chrome. Seven 720p is the best quality we got here, huh? I guess I could use my mic. check, check. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check, 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 check. Okay. This down to 2. Check. Check, check. Why do you keep going? Check, check. Check, 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 check. Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Check. Check, 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 check. That's connecting. Alright, whatever. I'm over it. Figure all this shit out later. Sorry, guys. Trying to create better quality stuff, but it is what it is. Alright, let's slide this over here. And get the rest of my figures, and then we can do some reviews, and then we can ring in the new year. Oh, Avi, the other thing in here is the Jango Fett Starship, and I do not think that I'm going to review that. Just because we got a lot going on here already. Alright, let me get my knife. I always do. Oh, there goes that. Alright, let's just make sure that we have audio on this record. Fuck, how do I do this? Whatever. This is the same thing as me just doing it later, so I'll just record it later. I'll record it and see how it goes, and then we can pivot from there. All right, now how do you do the control on the interact? Here we go. Interact. Full screen. I wonder if now I can add the mic, see if it works. Check. Check, check. Check, 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 check. As long as that doesn't connect, I think this will be a pretty good record then. Oh, it just died. Fuck. I know that this is taking me a million years to set up, guys. I'm just trying to dick around here. Is it because it's in here? It's going to be out of sync anyway. All right. Hollywood. What's going on? Hotheads, Joba the Hut from Joba's Palace. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Here with another What's in the Box action figure unboxing slash review. If you have not been here before, this is the way that Joba's Palace works. We stream on Whatnot multiple nights a week on Wednesdays and Thursdays at 11:30 p.m. Eastern when we sell some stuff. If our customers allow us to, we open some of the figures and review them before we ship them off. So thank you, Avi, for allowing us to review some of your figures before we ship them, and then we post those reviews on YouTube so that everybody can get a good look at the figures, make informed purchasing decisions going forward, and all that. So give us a follow at Joba's Palace on Instagram, on Whatnot, obviously on YouTube. You're probably already on YouTube if you're watching this. On Twitch, all the other social media sites, Facebooks, we have a Facebook group and all that stuff. If you're after any figures, we have over 600 items available. So feel free to shoot me a DM on any of our socials or come see us on the Whatnot app for when we do some streams. All right. So we have a bunch of figures we need to get through today. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 figures we're going to go through. So we're going to start with the Star Wars Vintage Collection items. So we're going to lead things off with the HK 87 Assassin Droid. We did do the Black Series version of this on a previous review. So feel free to check out our YouTube and you can find that. But definitely interested in the Vintage Collection version. So let's get a look at this guy. And once again, there's the card. Here's the back of the card, some of the other figures from the wave. We're going to be doing another figure from this wave on this review as well. But we'll take a look at the HK and then we'll compare it to the other figure in the wave that we're reviewing. So there's the HK, and it is HK 87. Oh yeah, listen to that. Listen to that ASMR right there. There you go. That's what you're after right there. All right, and then there's a good look at him. He does have a soft goods cloak, which is very nice. There's the body. I could maybe do with a little black paint. How does the picture say? He doesn't have black paint in the picture, so his visor is red in the picture, so it actually doesn't need black paint there. So overall, matching at least the picture that they showed us. Here's the back. Let's take a look at some of his accessories, and then we'll do a brief overview of articulation, and then we'll move on to the other vintage collection figure. We have a lot of figures to get through, so I don't want to dwell too much on any one specific one. Definitely not the vintage collection ones, just because they the articulation is going to be pretty much the same. Here's the staff. Pretty cool. And then here's his blaster. Assume we've seen this blaster before somewhere. There you go. There that is. All right, let's take a look at him and some of his articulation. So, okay on the look up, look down, left, right, shoulder out. This shoulder pad, it's very flexible. Like this is a separate piece here. So it does kind of get out of the way. I wouldn't push too much because you might get some stressing on that and eventually it'll break, but they're not hindering his range of motion. And yeah, I think it does come with more accessories than the Black Series one. Let's see. There you go. There's his elbow. All right, so there's his elbow. Right there. I feel like we don't have enough light over here. Let me get some extra light in here. Is that better? All right, so then the wrists are going to turn like that, buckle that way. Waist does have a waist. It has an upper chest. There's an upper chest here, and a little bit of a swivel going on there. And then it has the lower waist cut right there. Oh, this lighting is so much better now. Not too much with the splits. Obviously, the way that is molded, you're not going to be able to go too far with those. But I don't see this guy doing a split anytime soon. He does have an upper thigh cut though, which is interesting. And he's got this knee boy right here, and then the ankle, and a little bit of pivot there too. All right, let's see how easy it is to get him into a cool pose. I'm going to. He does not have a holster for his blaster. Just want to point that out. So maybe we'll do both weapons at the same time. Both weapons at the same time. Hand is a little loose there, but he can hold it. And then give him a blaster on this side. Let me get it in there. Pop his hand open. Papa, don't preach. Sorry, 1 second. It's been a couple weeks since I did a review, so I gotta recalibrate being on camera and doing this at the same time. So there we go. Oh my god. Killing myself here. There we go. This is why we need the ability to edit these videos, because they tend to go on a little too long because I'm too busy dicking around. All right. There we go. See, can we get him in a standing pose? Oof, that hand does. This staff does not want to stay in this hand. There he is. All right, we got there. There he is standing, holding his staff, got the blaster ready to track down some Jedis. All right, that's cool. All right, we'll slide him back here for now. We'll move on to our next vintage collection figure, who is Morgan Elsbeth. I'm actually excited for this because her soft goods look pretty nice. Face sculpt is decent. She does look a little tired there. A little tired. But aren't we all? All right, so here's Morgan. Thank you, Morgan. So we do have the Black Series Morgan Elsbeth if anybody is after her. But this is our last one of these. But if you guys have requests for anything, feel free to either throw it in the chat or shoot me a DM. Afterward. She has no accessories, by the way. So we do not have an accessory portion of this. But there she is up close. There's a better look at her. See, there we go. The lighting like this is so much better. Little bit of paint rub here, or they missed some paint, like some fleshy paint is down there. So that's a thing. Here's the shoulders. There's an elbow for you. There we go. Wrist, she's got her fingerless gloves. Little Tito Jackson gloves, ready to go. Some splits. She does have a waist here, or a waist here. Yeah, same thing as the other one. Her articulation is basically the same as the other guy. But let's take a better look, a closer look at this soft goods skirt she has. It's pretty nice. Nice, like maroon and black pattern to it. I do wish that we would have gotten some extra accessories with her, though. Like, give me I mean, one of the things would be a spoiler, but give me like alternate hands or something, you know? I don't know. I guess they couldn't think of anything to give her, but there's things that you could give her. He's magic hands, magic man. Like, is she literally? How can you do her doing magic? Can you do it like up here and like that? Maybe one of these. Ooh, I'm doing magic. I'm doing magic. Yeah, she gets the cool weapon at the end, but they didn't know about that because Black Series team does, but our Star Wars Hasbro team doesn't do any actual research on anything. All right, so those are your two vintage collection figures. There's them next to each other. They're on the same team, so that is two that you would have in the display together for sure. Yeah, the Beskar spear would have been a good one. I honestly am tempted. Why don't we do this? Why don't we give her the spear? He's got the gun, and we'll give him his spear. We'll just pretend that this is a Beskar spear. How's that sound? And then that'll now I can get a little crazy with it. Get her into an actual good pose where she's doing some. Yeah, she is related to Bruce Lee. Bruce Leroy can get her going and doing something cool here. Make this review worth watching. Well, let me just get her hand going here. That's me like this one. Can we get her leaning forward enough that she can actually hold this pose, though? Can we get her feet moving? Balance her out. Whatever, we'll put her like that for now. Can't really get her to stand like that, but that's better, though. Make the airplane noise. We're at 50,000 feet right now. We're arriving in about 5 hours. Making pretty good time here. I think we're gonna hit a jet stream. Just, keep an eye out for some turbulence over there. Thank you for flying with us. That's the airplane noise you wanted, right? That's there you go. That's just getting. See, this is what happened. This is what accessories do, guys. Just give me a minute here before we move on. I know I'm not. I literally said we're not going to dwell on anything specifically for too long, but let me just hop on my soapbox for a minute here. Now I understand that there is only so much budget to give us accessories. Thank you for flying over there, one. But you see the inspiration that just me saying, like, oh, you know what? Somebody threw Beskar Spear in the chat, reminded me of it because, how would, I mean, we remember what they're supposed to have, but I guess Hasbro doesn't. Just knowing that we have this extra spear here and that I can use this spear here, that triggered in my brain a little inspiration, a little imagination to be like, oh yeah, that now I remember all the like cool, she's fucking Bruce Lee's like niece or something like that. Like she was doing really awesome choreography throughout the entire Ahsoka series, and when we saw her in Mandalorian, I believe. So now I got a spear in her hand. Now I want to do a wide stance and have her, doing something a little bit cooler here. So I would say if you're going to put her in the stance, you probably need a base for her, like a little base stand, but that's fine. I mean, I'm sure you guys got them laying around. I'm sure there's one laying around here, but we're in the middle of a review, so I'm not going to go run and try to find one. But see that how that was a little inspiration and that triggered something. So never underestimate the other guy's greed. No, never underestimate a good set of accessories because those will inform how you're going to pose something and the different situations you want to get different figures in. So there you go. You can see how that worked out right there. All right, so the next one, I guess we're gonna save that guy for last. So why don't we move on? We're gonna do a couple of GI Joes in a row, and then we have a big bopper at the end here. All right, so now we're gonna. This is 3 3/4 inch scale vintage collection. Those are our 2 vintage collection figures. We're gonna move on to 6-inch scale now. All right, so and it's gonna be GI Joe. So GI Joe Classified, best mainline action figure line going right now. At least in my opinion, but I feel like in many people's opinions. So we can see right now, look at the back of the box, and we always like to use this as a reference so we know how many accessories we're going to get out of this. I also want to see how bright is his green going to be compared to the box. But he's got a couple nunchucks, he's got a knife, he's got a couple swords, and he's got some extra claws. I don't know what the actual name for those is. Those are the claws you put on your hands, though, right? Like the guy in Street Fighter, Vega in Street Fighter. All right. Oh, let's keep the box handy. As you can see in the background, we have some of our previous we reviewed figures, so feel free to check those out on YouTube. We'll try to use those as background so people know the other items and stuff we have available. Here's this crate. Here's him. Here is him. Let's take a look at the paint first. So yeah, it seems to the back of the box seems a little bit. No, it's pretty spot on. All right, so I like the way that green looks. That definitely looks good on him. Nice sculpt. This is gonna be cool. I'm happy we're getting some more ninjas in this line. All right, let's get his accessories out. Take a look at those, and then we'll move on to the figure. Keep this box handy for all of our accessories. All right, here's our little baggie. Okay, so first things first, we got these little Wolverine-like claws, which I don't remember what they're called, but yeah, let's go this way and get a little extra light on those for you guys. Not one to focus. There we go. Let's get a look at their claws. So it's all one color, but I think I would want it that way. I don't know if I would want them all like bright and stuff. I mean, I guess you could if you wanted to. Clearly, they have the option to. Here's the nunchucks. These are maybe going to be a little troublesome. I saw some people were just kind of drilling into these and doing like bendy wires. Oh boy. Drilling into these and doing bendy wires. Or maybe there's like a Michelangelo one that you can use. Sorry, the focus on this is terrible today. There we go. Here's a good look at the nunchucks. This I guess is for the back of his head. And then here's his little knife. I'm getting killed by focus today. All right, let's just move on to the sword. And there's the sword. I definitely like the metallic look on the sword. I like those little spikes on the back. Here's the hilt. There you go. And different degrees of green here. Definitely nice detailing on that. They could have just mailed it in and did one solid color on that, so that's good. All right, those are all those accessories. Put those off to the side for now. All right, let's take a look at Mr. Nunchaku. Here's that box. We can add that to the wall of fame back here. And now it needs to be like inverted and stuff, but we'll put it back there for now. I'll invert it. You'll see it in the next video. All right, and here is Nunchuk. A lot of light on him. Loving the shoulder pads. Really cool shoulder pads. He's got a little grenade there. He's got a hilt for his knife. Here's a closer look at that face. Good looking face. Interesting that his eyebrows. Or is that a cut? Huh. His eyebrows kind of like change color at the end. It's weird. All right, there's that green, so you get a good look at the green. Does the headgear come off? No. Well, I mean, no. I think it's glued on. I think it's a separate piece, but it's glued on. My headgear. I obviously don't want to force it because this is an obvious figure. Yeah, and there's the back. There's the culo. Here's the boots. Always like to look at the boots. It's got the little footy foot things going on there. All right, let's take a look at some articulation on him now. See what we can get away with him. Going on the Saudi shelf. Okay, so we have these shoulder pads. They do bend, but they're a little bit in the way. I would say that they're a little bit in the way there. So they're preventing a little bit of things from happening. All right, here's our elbow. So it's not really a... Where is it stuck? Hold on, let me get that out. Let me unlock that elbow. Hold on. You know, I told myself I was going to have my heat gun available for these things going forward, but best laid plans. All right, here's that elbow doing its double elbow action. I think we could push that a little bit further, but I don't want to. Bicep swivel. There is a butterfly joint here. You just got to kind of get to it. You can see it on the other side a little bit more. Wrist, just wrist here. And it has the side wrist for that one. And then on this side, same side wrist? Yeah, it's doing the vertical wrists for both hands. All right, here's the... Obviously, you can't really look up too much because this hood is in the way. Here's your look down. Good look down. Here's your waist. There we go. He definitely needs a little bit of heating up, but there you go. There's a nice roll back. See, it makes up for it not being able to look up too much. It looks a little bit weird when you do all that, but when you get them like this, it's not too bad. And then here's your bend forward. So really good waist stuff going on there. There's a little bit of hindrance going on here, I guess, with the belt, but you can slide that out of the way and get your waist going. We got to drop down hips over here. We do not have riding. There's that. Swivel. Knee. Hold on. Thanks, Marley. What riding are you even looking for? Marley and Me. Yeah, I'm saying, like what line? Like what action figure line? Are you looking for like a 6-inch scale one from McFarlane? You're looking for a 3 3/4 inch GI Joe one. The more I interact with these, I really feel like, I mean, I don't have any of them, but just want to know. You really need to be warmed up to get to these knees. All right. Well, this does have a double joint, but like I said, I'd rather warm it up than get into this and break out these figures. So we're gonna leave that for now. Swivel right here, and then ankles, ankle there. Gotcha. The GI Joe riding. I don't have one in stock at the moment. If you want to shoot me a DM and remind me if I see one, I'll definitely let you know for sure. Keep an eye out. All right, so there's pretty much the articulation on that. Like I said, these are very stiff here, so they're gonna need to be warmed up. Like the second joint below his knee is very stiff, and I just don't want to crack it. So just gonna leave that for now. So a little bit coming out of the package where he has some articulation issues, but nothing that a little heat won't fix. You just got to be able to crack it, and then you'll be good to go. Let's get some accessories on him, and then we'll move on to our next figure. I mean, listen, we've seen guys hold. Well, first he's called nunchucks, so let's try the nunchucks. So the first thing I'll say about the nunchuck is that it's definitely too. I mean, it's not that it's stiff; it's just that it needs to. That actually isn't bad. If you get it hooked to a little wrist there, so that's one way to do it. And then I always like to do the behind the hand nunchuck type deal. That like other alternate method of doing it. So we got that, we got that. You can get him into like a sideways stance. And move in there. So that's like a nunchuck stance. I definitely think that I would upgrade these nunchucks, even if you have to customize them. Or maybe if you had them holstered for a while. He can also, yeah. So let's see if he does have holsters back here. We didn't cover that. He has holsters back here for the nunchucks. So maybe if you once you get them holstered for a while, this isn't even like really that. Hold on. Let's try to get one of these nunchucks into its holster. Bend them forward. Oh boy. Seems like it's like too big for the holster. Oh, I guess you can get it in there. It takes a little bit of effort though. There you go. I mean, I guess if it's tight like that, it'll be easier to for them to not fall out. Get in there. Jesus, it's a lot of effort. There we go. All right, once they're in there, they're good. That's one side. Do the other side. In a second. I mean, I want to get at these claws. That's what I want to do. That's what I'm interested in. This fucking belt is so tight with this. Oof. You know what I'm gonna do? Give me the. There we go. Let's stretch him a little bit with that. I'm gonna give him a little stretch with the sword, just to open him up a little bit. Hopefully that will help. Ugh. There we go. You gotta like twist it. You gotta like twist it while you try to get it in there. Now twist it. Is it in yet? My God. There we go. There we go. Those are holstered. Knife can go up here. Got a little holster for his knife. That direction, yep. So just push it in. That's good. I guess his swords can go at his sides. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. And we got to put the back of his little bandana thing on too. Okay, there you go. This belt's doing a lot of work here. I get that belt back in place. All right, now I want to see these claws. Claws, he's going to hold them, so we have to open up his hand a little bit. And then slide them around. There you go, that was easy. There you go, that's a cool one. That looks dope as fuck. Get his little thing on the back. This is like kind of weird. That slid right in. There you go. Now we're talking. How cool that looks. Do like the looking through them type pose. Like that. Time to rake the leaves. All right, that's cool. So I give you the nunchuck version of him, and then here's the. I want to say shuriken, but it's not a shuriken, right? Like shuriken is what Raph has. Whatever, it is what it is. The claw thing. I'm here to rake all your leaves and be a ninja about it. All right, so there's nunchuck. Very cool. I like him. A lot of accessories, a lot of cool accessories. Something's got to be done about the actual nunchucks, though. They needed to put a slightly more effort into that one. All right, what do we got now? All right, let's go to the exclusive nunchuck. So there is a O-ring version of him. Was it during the Ninja releases, or was he part of a different wave, though? Because the Ninja stuff was in, like, the 90s, right? Like, one was, like, Judo and all them come out. It was an O-ring. All right, let's move on. This is Shadow Tracker. Shadow Tracker. This is an exciting one. If you like Predators, then this is kind of the vibe we got going on here with Shadow Tracker. Right out of the box. Kind of forward here. That's sick. Fucking stand. Look at that. That's badass. Oh, he's got a lot going on with this sculpt. That's sick. Look at his shoulder. It's like shoulder pad. So this was a Walmart exclusive. We do have one more of these in stock, guys. Just so everybody is aware of what is available and what is not. So quick review of what accessories we're supposed to be getting with him. So he's going to have 3 masks. One of them is already on him. He has a Bowie knife. He has a bow, which I guess there's a little extra piece there. He's got a hatchet, and he's got arrows and an arrow bag. All right, let's get his accessories out here. Okay, so we'll take a look at the alternate masks first. There we go. There's our alternate masks. So you got the full skull mask, and you got the translucent neon green mask, which is really cool. But this mask that he's wearing is pretty dope already. Right? There's all 3 masks together. All right, here's the bow. Pretty cool bow. Very interesting details. A lot of nuts and bolts and whatnots on there. And then there's this extra little piece that goes on here. Oh, other way. There we go. So don't get confused here, because this piece does have a hole here, but it's you got to like figure out which side fits. This, I assume, is so that it can support any like blast effects you want to use with it. Here's an arrow next to the bow. Individual arrow. It's got like interesting tip here. Get cool arrow tip. It's a little extra going on there. Here's the arrow bag, which has extra storage pieces for other things. Yeah, compound bow. There you go. This is the hatchet. As I drop it. It's the hilt. And then this is the Bowie knife. The Bowie knife might be my favorite thing here, to be honest. Is the Bowie knife. All right, let's get him out here and mess around with him. David, is that David Bowie's knife? Is that the Starman's knife? Bowie's in space. Okay, here's a closer look at Spirit Tracker. Oh, he's got his little necklace too and everything. Hold on, let me get him all situated before I put him on screen here. All right, there's a really good look at that head sculpt. He's got earrings too. He's got like a gauge earring. Cool dreads. Very basic vest, but that's okay. He's got a lot of details going on otherwise. This is the necklace. It's got like a vulture head on it, which is cool. Here's that shoulder pad, which is like what animals is he killing for these? Like, is that a gorilla head? Not a gorilla head, like a chimp head, or like a tiger? Is it a tiger skull? A jaguar skull? I don't know. He's veined up too. Look how jacked this dude is. Interesting neon green randomly on the back. Poodle. There's the hair. More neon green as we work our way down. This like neon green rope. Where do you get a rope like this? Who's selling a neon green version of this type of rope? Like, I could understand if it was like a nylon rope or like something like that, but who's got a neon green rope like this? And then we got like some claws, which is cool. A lot of cool detail. And we might have a candidate. And this is like a dark cheetah print here. They're like black cheetahs. Shin pads, knee pads. Oh no, shin. Sorry. I don't know, whatever that is. These are the shin pads. And then look at those fucking shoes. Look at that. Got those neon green shoes. Kick you in the face, glow in the dark style. That's the bottom of the boots. He is part of the Cheetah Girls. He was in the Cheetah Girls. The vest is a separate piece. You can take this vest off, I assume. Or like cut it off. There's a break here. Yeah, that's like the. It might be glued though. Like I said, I just don't like to mess around. But you could definitely pull that off. Get this dude shirtless and see what happens. And then this piece overhangs, so it's probably like maybe it's the roadblock, the heavy artillery roadblock. Could be. Because that guy, I think, was just wearing a vest, right? That you could take off. All right, what do we want to do with him? All right, let's do some face swaps first. Let's see. So this piece, okay. So this mask, and then we have to overlay the other masks. So let's go with this mask first. I definitely want to see how well this stays on here. Oh yeah, you got to put effort into taking that off. So that's nice. This is not like a Darth Vader situation we have going on here. This mask is not going to come off unless you want to pull it off. And I don't even think that like articulating, like I'm bending his head down and it didn't even fully come off. It pushed it a little bit, but it definitely will take effort. And then let's go with the neon green mask. Now this one does not sit as well on there. This one you might have to feed. No, you can't even feed it under his hair. Sorry, you guys are off screen with this. Definitely looks dope though. But it'll. Okay, it didn't come off like that. But once again, when you articulate down, that's when you start to lose it. But once you get it on there, it's decent. It's not this one. This one is a harder plastic, so it's not forming as much to the mask. Like it wants to come off. Definitely wants to come off. This one is a more malleable thing, and I think it more forms to his face. Whereas this one is a little bit harder of a plastic, since it's like the neon green translucent one. So it definitely needs to be like in a specific angle for it to stay on. All right, there you go. All right, let's. Well, we got to do articulation, so let's do some articulation. All right, so here's looking up is obviously going to get hindered by his awesome hair. Here's your look down, but like I said, when you do the look down, it's going to knock your mask option off. This shoulder, this is a separate piece, so this is not getting hindered at all by this. Here's your elbow. We got the upper bicep. There we go. That really popped into place right there. There's your double elbow. Nothing wrist here. And he's got we said vertical for the vertical. You got the jerk off wrist. There you go. We'll call him that from now on. Obviously, this big vest is getting in the way of us using any of the upper things, but you can still, when you get a little belly there, it's not going to hold as much when you go back. There it held a little bit, and you can bend forward. And you can do the waist swivel as well. All right. Drop down hips. Upper thigh. Yes. Upper thigh is not hindered by this little pad here, so that's good. He's got a holster right there. Knee. There we go. There's your knee. Double knee. Shin. Oh, the shin works still, even with this shin guard. And then there's your ankles. His hips do not lie. Same restaurant toupee Joe has for home. What does that even mean? Okay, so there he is. All right, let's try to mess around with some accessories now. Well, let's see. What can we holster first? So he has the back thing here, which that actually slides in pretty well. Sometimes I have an issue with these, but that slides in pretty well. There's a little bit of a gap there, though. So we could probably push it a little bit further, but it's not getting too screwed up. There's a little bit of a gap, but that's fine. They need to fix those pegs. That's one of the things that should be on their agenda. You can put the extra arrow in here. Yes. I don't know if it goes all the way down, though. It can. Yeah, it goes all the way down. Extra arrow does go all the way down. So you can see it like that. I could push it further, but I know I'm going to take it out in a second. So, his bow is going to be able to clip on here somewhere. Let's see, what else do we have? Just so I know what I'm keeping track of. We have the hatchet, the Bowie knife, his masks. Be cool if you could store his masks. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and say that you could put this on. No, I wouldn't say there. By the handle, I guess. That's not this is like a pretty hard piece here too, by the way. Who these guys ambushing a vamp would be a great display. Maybe his hatchet is supposed to go there. Well, I want to take this piece off and mess with it like this. I don't know. I don't know if that's where that's supposed to go. The picture doesn't help. The clamp is for his extra dreads. I just want to know if I can get this clipped on here. I mean, there's very thin things that you could do it with. I mean, I guess if you wanted to just have it chill like that, you could. There's probably a more proper way to do it. But that looks fine. Right? And then you can get... He also has extra stuff over here. So what did he have? He had... This one was like originally up here. Which I assume is supposed to be for the Bowie knife, right? I don't know. He's a little confusing with where to put accessories on him. But I guess if you wanted to slide the Bowie knife in there, you could. And then he also has the hatchet. Huh. Is there another slot? I mean, it's got to be the backpack slot, right? Interesting. He definitely eats turtle soup. All right. That's fine. I do want to try to get the hatchet in here and see what it looks like. Maybe if we slide it to the side a little bit more. Now, this has these stupid Cyclops loops that they're gonna slide down on you. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. So it's just supposed to be like notch in here. Here. Oh, there's a side notch too. It's just weird because it's like there's all these different areas to put storage for stuff. But it's a little confusing about where you're supposed to store what. I mean, this Bowie knife seems to fit in there very nicely. The hatchet is not going to fit down here. Unless if you hang it maybe from this. So then I would say that the hatchet is supposed to go here. And we'll spin it that way just to get it like going like that. Then we could go with, I mean, this is just not really a spot for this. Unless if you wanted to take this and slide it in there. I don't know, a little confusing. All right, let's get him like that, and let's do a little bow pose. He's also got a side. Oh yeah, we were talking about that side holster already. So it's like he has like so many areas to holster stuff that it gets a little confusing about how to and where to holster things. Jesus. And then there goes his hair, knocking that off. All right. I will say the one thing, I mean, it is what it is. We got to figure him out and get him doing different things. The one thing that is slightly annoying me is the necklace, just because the hair and the necklace combination is kind of annoying just because they are getting in each other's way a lot. But let's give him his bow. Get in there, thumb. You know you want it. There we go. That's pretty nice that you can wind that up like that. So let's give me my extra bow now and try to feed the bow through. I gotta tell you, I do not enjoy messing around with bow and arrows on any figures. Just have him drawing it. This has to be so frustrating for anybody watching. All right, whatever. That's fine. I'm not going to spend all day trying to get his bow and arrow to work. Let's go with the neon green. So there's some annoying things, but overall, very cool figure. Awesome sculpt, well executed. There's just a couple things like that mask falling off there. I just don't like bows and arrows. I don't have any vintage TMNT or Motu. We have Motu Revelations. And we have some retro re-releases of TMNT, and we have NECA TMNT. Those are the items we have available for those IPs that you mentioned. Oh, there you go. There's a standing pose. So, oh, I didn't even talk about the bones on the side of his wrists. Look at that. That's cool. I just noticed those. So there you go. There's your little Predator man, your Shadow Tracker. Oh, you're repainting that green mask. Are you gonna repaint the green mask? Why? That's like the cooler looking one. That's the one that I wouldn't repaint. This is the one that'll fit on his body better. And I'm wondering if you can just pop this on his shoulder too. There you go. You can pop it on his shoulder too. Now he's got skulls on both shoulders. Maybe a little putty to keep that in place, but for the most part, good stuff. All right, there you go. Well, there's Spirit Tracker. All right, we got 2 more figures to get through, so let's keep it moving here. This is gonna be a 2-pack. This is one of the newer items that has been released over the last couple weeks, and this will like basically close out the Joe year. I think Metalhead is on the way too. So it's gonna be Mutt and Junkyard dual pack. So this will be a fun one. And also, how glorious is it that the window boxes are back? Yes. Mutt is the man and Junkyard is the dog. Oh, what happened to our Spirit Tracker background piece? What happened to that? Do you not have one? Oh no, it's here. Here's the Spirit Packer Tracker background piece, by the way, and that'll just slide right back in for now. So those are two of our bounties for the night. All right, I'd say Doggo first, right? Let's see. Maybe we'll do Doggo last. Mutt, I assume that we don't need to do a ton of articulation with him. All right, here's a good look at Mutt. It's the real angry Tom Selleck. 5 o'clock shadow. Cool. A little bit of a paint miss there. I think a little nail polish remover could probably clean that up. Yeah, he's got chest hair. What a ridiculous way to do the chest hair. That looks very pubic right there. And then there's the rest of the head. Red shoulder straps. He's got his little badge there. Some extra bullets. Loving the vest. Vest looks really good. Extra pockets. Arm hair. His nice puby arm hair. There you go. Nice wrist pad. I like the wrist pads. I like how he's like offset, like some of this over there, some of this over there, like different things happening. He's got a little gas grenade, I guess, over there. And the boots, as always, love those boots. I would wear these boots. These are nice boots. I give that 10 toes out of 10, those boots. Okay, we'll fix them later. All right, so there he is. Shoulder. Loose over there. Pretty loose. Jerk off wrist. This piece is a separate piece here. So you could cut that off if you wanted to, or get it off somehow. This is a separate piece. Legs, we don't need to go through all this. There you go, there's the knee. Look up, look down. Waist, upper thigh, we did the knees, chin, ankles. So everything we've come to expect from G.I. Joe classified figures. Is Mutt taller than Shadow Tracker? Well, we had Shadow Tracker in a different pose, so let's get him taller. Shadow Tracker is taller. Even with the head tilt, he is still taller. Shadow Tracker is taller. Not by a ton. It's the hair. You know what it is? It's the hair. We'll do comparisons to everybody at the end, too. Once we get through all our classifieds. Yeah, so those are all your articulation and stuff. It just really nice head sculpt. Definitely like it. Chest hair and arm pubic hair looks a little weird. And then just all his like gadgets and whatnots are really cool. He does have a helmet. Here's the helmet. Pop that on him. Interesting weathering on this helmet. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, I definitely think that Shadow Tracker is the heavy artillery robot. He has extra gloves and stuff. He's got a knife here. Joe's take a lot of time to review because they give you a lot of accessories. I'm not complaining about it. It just takes a minute. This knife is kind of a pain in the ass to get out of there, but here's the knife. It's a pretty basic knife. Let's see where we holster this. Right here. Goes right there. We got all kinds of guns here. Nightstick. I already missed the weapon crates. I think I forgot how to pack these. Alright, and then this is going to be all the pieces for the leash. This is like muzzle, pointy hand. Hold on, I'm going to show you guys all this in just a second. I just want to get everything out of this package first. It's got a lot of hands. Jesus. I'm doing you a service on this one, Avi. Getting the accessories out of this fucking thing are a pain in the ass. Alright. In the interest of time, here's the rest of the hands. I'm not going to go crazy ripping all those hands out right now. So you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 extra hands, and then there's 2 in there. Here's a nightstick. It's not even, it's like it's too bendy. Here's the nightstick. Here's his AR. Really like the green handle. I got this little handgun. And then he's got all these. I guess one of these is supposed to be like a muzzle. And then there's 2 other ones, which I guess these are goggles here. I just don't. Oh yeah, because they both wear goggles. Yeah, that's what it is. They both can wear goggles. All right. Let's move on to the doggo. Yeah, but I'm surprised there's no leash. Isn't there usually a leash? That's the star of the show. Here's Junkyard. As the angry head sculpt. His mouth does not articulate. Yeah, see, this is here. So I guess he's supposed to just like lean down and hold him, but it is weird that there's not a leash. All right, articulation on this. Head looking up, there is a little gappage there, but you're gonna have him down here, so you're not really gonna see that. Head looking down. Oh, it pops off, but that's a feature that's expected. So the leash gets in the way of a little bit of the articulation there. There is neck articulation here, though, so if you want to have him going downward or like attacking somebody like that, you can use that articulation to make that happen. This is obviously going to go front and back. There's a little bit of side to side movement on the front legs. There's his leg there. Don't want to push it too much. You can push that a little bit further if you wanted to, and then it's got paw articulation. Gotta love the hey paw articulation. Hey. He has a little bit of a waist going on here, right in front of the hind legs. Don't think that I think this is one solid block here. Then there's the back legs, pretty much this very similar to the front, and then the back leg, and then he does have little paw swivels in the back, in the front too. So there's an extra little bit of articulation there as well. All right, cool. Let's get the other head sculpt on him. See the happy version of the boy. That was a nice, satisfying pop. Here's the happy version of the boy. I don't know how would you guys prefer to display him? The angry or the slobbery happier one? Angry, you're going angry. This looks like me when I was setting up my computer this week. I was trying to figure out how that works. All right, let's switch back to angry. Easy swap though, which is nice. The hardest part is lining up this little peg. Definitely gotta watch his collar though. The collar can get in the way for sure. All right, let's get him standing. There you go. So we did the Panther a while back. It's very similar to the Panther. The Panther was bigger, so it had a little bit of more articulation, and that was also an exclusive, like a PulseCon exclusive. The Dungeons and Dragons Guinevere. All right, now how do we get these? Let's try the muzzle. Is it supposed to go on him? I think it's supposed to go on the guy. Yeah, it does go on the guy. Yeah, my bad. Okay, so I think what we're dealing with is that all that stuff goes on Mutt. All right, so let's get the muscle on Mutt, which is hilarious. I forgot about that. Can we slide this down his head, or do we have to do it the other way? You just got to work it down. The ear is getting in the way. Just get it. The big thing is to keep it even on your way down, because then that creates more space for you to do what you need to do here. And then there that is. Yes, brother. Yes, brother. Raiders of the Lost Ark. All right, and then we got the goggles. Which, are these the right goggles? Oh, you know what? It is with the goggles. The goggles are supposed to go. I think there's a version of the goggles that go just on him. Yeah, here we go. This is how this works. There's a version of the goggles that go just right on him. Sorry, guys. We're losing our. So there's him with the muzzle and the goggles. And then there's another set of goggles that when you have his helmet on him, I see you guys. Welcome to the channel, guys. How's everybody doing? We're just reviewing some figures right now. So we did just a quick review for anybody that just came in. If you guys want to see these guys a little bit more in person. Nunchuck we're reviewed, which we do have an extra Nunchuck available if anybody needs him. We did Shadow Tracker. Let me put his mask back on. We just had a raid for anybody on YouTube. Shadow Tracker. And then we learned that you can put the other skull on his alternate shoulder. Oh, if it wants to stay. Come on. Maybe pop his arm up a little bit. Yeah, so then you can kind of go with them like that and then have both shoulders. Because that's what we do. We get new figures expediently and into our collectors' hands so that they can enjoy them. And then this is Mutt. And then this is Junkyard here. All right, so finishing this off, let's get him. He doesn't have a way to holster his rifle. I want his nightstick. That's what I want out of him. I want him to have his nightstick. So we got him with his nightstick. He can holster his sidearm. And then I guess if we wanted to use... He doesn't have a backpack. That's the thing. So he doesn't really have a way to holster this gun. But here's the combo together. Let's get him like that. And then just hover that hand there. That's a pretty good way to display them. There's our boys right there. It's a nice little combo. Okay, so quick comparison. We did our height comparisons already, so I'm not too worried about that. But let's just line all three of these guys up together. So you guys can see them all together. Oh, and then this is the alternate head sculpt for Junkyard, if anybody wanted to see it. It's like a little bit closer of a look at it. And we do have another one of those sets as well. So all three of the G.I. Joe Classifieds that we're reviewing right now, we do still have in stock. So if anybody's interested in any of those, let me know. Okay. Need to spend a little bit more time on Nunchuck's articulation here. Get him in a position where he'll just stand normally. There we go. Go. Bend him forward a little bit. Okay, so there's your G.I. Joe Classifieds for the night that we reviewed. We do have one more figure. It is not a G.I. Joe figure. Hold on, I just want to find the skull that fell on the ground. There it is. But it is a dope-ass figure. We saved it for last. So let's slide these guys back. Nope. Okay. He was relying on him to stay up, so that's why that happens. There you go. Put his goggles back on. No, other way. Sorry. get her standing again. For our big bopper that's going to come in here to finish off the stream. Fix his leg so it looks better. All right, so there's your G.I. Joe Classifieds for the night. We do have one more figure, though. And this is a cool one. This has been a long time coming for a lot of people. So something to definitely be excited about. We're switching gears a little bit to finish things off. I know. I mean, sometimes you just got to give it. I don't like using stands, but sometimes you just got to give it up and use stands. And it is going to be the Marvel Legends Spider-Man 2 Doc Ock. That'll be the final figure that we review tonight. So this will be fun. I kind of wish I had a Spidey for this, but that's all right. We can just use the other figures that we have in front of us. All right, Doc Ock time. And we can't forget about these extra hands. Javi, don't let me forget about the extra hands for your mutton junkyard. Okay, so this one, just because this is what we always do, he's going to have claws and hands. Those will basically be the extra options. Let's fix our music. Anybody that's opening this, there are extra bags underneath the cardboard. So I assume that these are going to be some of our extra accessories. Interesting way to do it. Yeah, those are his extra claw hands. Just be careful you don't leave anything in that package before you throw it out. So this is the stuff that's at the bottom there. So I assume it's going to be, this claw hand. That claw hand. So I guess it's the claws that have articulation. I don't even really know. Okay, we'll take a look at some of these claws first. Well, here's the extra hands. Then he has like a stationary claw that does not have any articulation. An open one that is similar to that. This one is the one that was at the bottom of the box. This one does have the articulation. These can peg out. And then I guess we can just peg it back in. Yeah, see if you see here. You see there. See if that has like a peg that you can just hook right in. Hold on, we get it braced. There you go. And then it slides right in. Well, when it articulates, it wants to come back out though. So just make sure it's in there all the way and don't like twist it when you articulate it. Yeah, so we got 2 sets of all 3 of those types that we just went over. So the claws. And then we got, okay. And we got Doc Ock right there. Dr. Otto Octavius. Goggles. Oh, they're like glasses. So they will come off? I don't want to force him. I'll just leave him. Interesting little undershirt here. We got the zippers, the jacket. The jacket really makes this guy. He's got like an under jacket and then more jacket around it. He's got his little waist straps here that are bendy. His legs. Here is the back. They put little like tattered rips in the jacket on the back. So you get that detail right there. And then let's see how these legs are. So they are bendy wire. You can see the little seams there. And then I guess that articulates there. You can move them a little bit in this part. I just wouldn't force it too much. You're really going to be using the bendy wire to do most of your thing. You just want to use that to get it like on its angle. I know he's very big, so I'm going to try to create more separation for you guys to see what's going on here. So if I straighten it out so we can see like his wingspan. That's how long the wingspan is. So very long. All right, let's get some things on here. It seems like we're going to be able to do some type of get him to stand on these things. Because that's literally just all him on his hands. Okay, so I would say that the flat hands can be used as legs. See how easily these peg in as well. And then it doesn't seem like they're going to pop right out. It takes a little bit of effort to get those in there. And there's a lot of, they're longer, so definitely can do something there. Now this is all about weight balance here. I mean, I almost got him, and I've only been messing around with this for a couple of seconds. Oh, okay. Just got to find the right angle on it. Get his weight distribution going. Hold on, I want to mess around with him off screen for a second just so I can try to get what I want out of him. All right, give me the articulating claws over here. I'm trying to decide whether the lost the peg. Whether the flat claws or the hooked claws are best for being the base claws to help him stand. We can definitely mess with that. Oh, he fell, of course. I had him too. Try like not as tall. Not as tall, one in the front, one in the back. He just wants to lean forward. It's just the weight distribution more than anything else. There we go. So, I mean, obviously, you get him in a display, it'll be easier to get him to hold a pose. But just the fact that he can do that, like his legs are suspended off the ground. He has a base right there that he's hanging. So that's really cool. And these are like heavy duty wires. So let's see if we start banging on the table. This is me banging on the table. See if he falls. So you get him in a certain thing, he's not going. He's pretty happy right there. So that's dope. The rest of the articulation, obviously, this is what we care about, right? We care about these bendy wire tentacles right here. And the fact that you can do that. So that's really dope. And then we have those other hands as well. But there's Otto Octavius. I wonder, the only other thing that I would like to know is if I can get him holding somebody. Oh, jeez. These definitely pop off pretty easily. So I don't know how well they're going to be able to support somebody's head. But that's where he's at, right there, chilling. Doesn't seem to want to go anywhere. So you just needed, so the adjustment that we made is this is the angle that I ended up going with. So it's more of an L shape as opposed to going with a wider stance. I think if you're going with a wider stance, you're going to need to either like find some way to get him to create some stability. He's always going to want to lean forward because that's where the figure is. I also offset the legs a little bit just to create some balance there. So there's your Otto Octavius. So I like that. That's dope. I'm definitely gonna. I mean, that's a figure that we've needed for a long time. So I really like that. All right, that's cool. All right, how can we do this? Can we get everybody behind him for a little class photo here? Let's take some extra things out of here. All right, so those were the reviews of those guys. I'll do. Let me get everybody set up in a little class photo here, and then we can choose our rankings on these guys. Let me just move Jabba over a little bit. Can't have him. Now that he's there, he doesn't want to go anywhere. He's fine. He's fine with his lot in life. All right, give me Mutt over here in Junkyard down here. Interesting crop of figures to review tonight. Give me his helmet again. Easy. Don't you knock over my Doc Ock. Morgan, not worried about that. Shadow Tracker. Come on, shoulder thing. Nunchaku. Morgan. And HK. This guy in the background too. All right, cool. Oh, we need our. All right, there you go. All right, so. All right, our rankings here. All right, in last I'm gonna put the H. Oh wait, no. Yeah, okay. In last I'm gonna put the HK droid. I do. It has nothing to do with him not being a good figure. He looks cool. He's really dope. And he came with the accessories that we needed to make Morgan better. Now this should be a toss up between these two because the Morgan didn't come with any accessories, which was annoying. But putting his accessory on Morgan made Morgan better, so that's kind of just where we went up with. So nothing against the HK87 droid. He's cool looking. He came with extra accessories for a vintage collection figure. More accessories than the Black Series came with. But he's going to go to the bottom of the list just because we have awesome figures tonight. Right? I mean, I think that's the bottom line there. Then I'll go with Morgan. I do like Morgan. Her face sculpt looks a little bit like she's tired, which is a little strange. And she doesn't come with any accessories. So she might have leapfrogged the next figure on the list otherwise, but if not for those two issues. Then I'm going to go with Nunchuck. Now, Nunchuck is very well executed. He has a lot of awesome accessories. Love the paint, love the color. His nunchucks, which are his signature weapons, suck. So you're going to need to either upgrade those or use these claws instead. The claws are really dope. He comes with a lot of awesome accessories. He's got really cool swords and all that. I don't really have a problem with him other than that. Other than the fact that the nunchucks aren't really that great. This is a tough one. I do like Spirit Tracker. All right, in third place, I'm gonna put Mutton Junkyard. Love Junkyard. He's really cool. We have seen this before, though. I love the fact that we're getting the doggo, but we have seen an awesome Jaguar before in Guinevere from the Dungeons and Dragons wave. So we're kind of repeating that a little bit. And we also had Timber, but very cool. Well, I like the fact that we're getting these animal figures from Hasbro. They're doing a good job with them. They made that Timber so that they could make more. So he's really cool. And Mutt, I like his accessories. I like the way he's executed. His vest is dope. The fact that he has his muzzle is really cool. He's got his nightstick and all that. Yeah, he's cool. I do wish that this combo had a leash. I do not know why they don't have a leash. It seems very strange. Let me check the back of the box again. I'm not seeing a leash on him, so whatever. Maybe that's like a modern thing where they don't use leashes for those dogs. So that's really the only drawback that I would say. It doesn't have anything to do with displacement. And then we got a decision to make here. Do we like the Doc Ock or the Spirit Tracker more? This is tough. What do you guys think in the chat? Doc Ock or Spirit Tracker for top spot? All right, let's talk it out. Let's see. I think that these tentacles are awesomely executed. What else do you need from him? Let's see then. Track. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm feeling that way too. All right, let's talk about Spirit Tracker. All right, so talking about Spirit Tracker, he has great accessories. I do not, for the life of me, understand how to holster everything. I also am not a huge fan of bows and arrows. I mean, certain characters you got to have bows and arrows for it. They end up looking cool, but doing the whole lining the arms up and all that stuff is always kind of a pain in the ass. His masks are awesome. His neon green mask, we have it on there right now, and it's okay, but it does want to come off. If you bend his head down, those masks will come off, like we talked about earlier. I do love the fact that we can put the other mask on his shoulder. You might want a little putty or something to get that permanently there if you're going to leave that there. But other than that, yeah, really cool accessories. Love the paint scheme. My kind of figure for sure. I'll put him at number 2. And then Doc Ock. I think Doc Ock is going to win this one because we went from not getting any bendy wire tentacles to getting like the most bendy wire tentacles. These things are like freaking HDMI cables that you can articulate into place. That is what they are. So they look good. Extra hands across the board. The face sculpt is decent. It is not a perfect Alfred Molina face sculpt by any means, but it is fairly well executed. And I think that they just nailed the tentacles. The fact that I'm able to have him chilling right here, I'm not worried about him falling over. Any of these other figures will fall over before he is in the setup. So I'm going to put Doc Ock at number 1. Love him for the night for our reviewed figures. But a great crop of figures here. Like Avi, I am jealous. Even though I have access to these figures if I want them, I am jealous of you. The fact that you get to immediately put them on display and everything. So that is your overview of all them guys. So thanks everybody for watching. Feel free to follow up on the YouTube. Remember, we did multicast this to YouTube. I'm gonna be chopping up the edited review part and re-uploading that as well. So if you want to watch a shorter version of these reviews, or if you came in late and want to rewatch stuff, all this stuff is available on YouTube. Give us a follow on YouTube at Jobus Palace and across all other socials. And of course, follow us on Whatnot, bookmark upcoming streams. We have over 600 items available. Yeah, so just let me know what you guys are after in general, and that's the deal. So thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate you guys. Peace out. The show is technically not over. I have to clean up a little bit first. That was for the YouTube record, that little sign off there. So if anybody has any questions before we sign off, let me know. I will point you guys at some of the action figure inventory while we clean up a little bit. But we needed to fire off some of those reviews so we can get people's figures out to them. Okay. Whew. All right. This will be a fun cleanup. All right, why don't we just use the mutton junkyard box? Another shot at that. I think it probably got that video. We're just cleaning up a little bit right now, guys. But if anybody has any requests of anything that you see on screen, let me know. I'm going to point you guys at the Marvel stuff for a little bit. All right, I'm getting towards the end of the cleanup, guys. So if anybody has any final requests, let me know. I'm going to go ahead and say that it is the only WWE sealed that I have is that Braun Strowman up there. I also have some loose Jack Pacific Attitude Era figures. If you would like to see those, Hog, let me know. So there's the Fiend, which is sealed, and then I have the loose guys. So if you want to see the loose guys, let me know. I can pull those and we can look through them if you want. If you after like 90s Jack Pacific figures. How much of the Bray Wyatt and the loose guys? Let me show you the loose guys first. I have a ring also. So here's a bin of loose guys. Pull a couple for you. Come over there. We got some rocks. And I don't know, are you after specific loose guys or you want like the whole bin? And then I have a ring as well. Yes. Price on Bray. Let me see if I have them listed. I guess I don't have them listed. I'll say 50 on the Bray Wyatt. Price shot up after he passed away. 50 on Bray by himself. If there's anything else you're interested in, let me know. We always do better deals on multiples. If I took 12, I would lose half the money I spent on him, so I definitely cannot do 12. What did I say? I said 60? Oh, what did I said 60 or 50? Whatever. I'll say 50. Yeah, I said 50. All right. I'll drop him to 45. But I'm not going to do 12. So sorry. What an absurd counter offer. People ask me why we don't carry a lot of wrestling stuff. If it was a t-shirt, you'd spend 50 on it. I'm just kidding. All right, if anybody has any final requests, we're going to sign off in a couple minutes, so let me know. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. Peace out.